Hello friends, welcome to Behind the Designs, where I create a beautiful life through creative planning. I'm Stephanie, and today I'm going to be sharing with you all the good things I picked up from the Jane's Agenda Cyber Week sale. All right, so I am, as we all are, crazy into the Christmas stuff right now. So I've got so much going on. I had to do the Christmas card crunch to get my Christmas cards out, and that took a day away from filming, and it gets so crazy during this time, as you know. So I'm going to take a little break. Today is Sunday. I'm going to do a quick video for you, sharing with you all the things I picked up from the Jane's Agenda Cyber Week sale from November. I've had them. And then I'm going to share some of the things along the way that I was thinking when I bought them. So I did place 2 orders. I had a big order, and then I'm like, you know what? I really could use these other things. So I went and placed another order. So I've got a lot of fun stuff to show you. So let me grab over first this cute little bag. It was, if you placed an order during the Cyber Week sale, you received a little thank you gift. And we knew what they were ahead of time, but I'm going to share them with you now. And they are, in the little bag came a adorable little thank you card from Jane's Agenda, blank on the other side. And you also got 2 things. You received, this is like the best free gift you could ever get, in my opinion. You all know, let me pull out my other ones. You all know how I've used my 2024 calendars. These are great for tucking into the corners of the wrap and snap covers. So I love them because they're small enough. I can get a quick glance as to what I'm looking at. So I was really happy about getting these. Of course, there's 12 months. It's a nice sturdy cardstock. I won't pull it out because I do have a lot to get through, and I'm hoping to be able to get through it all for you. So there is January through December 2025, and these will go great in my mini planner. And also you got, let's see if I can find the, oh, here we go. Okay, hopefully you can see this. It has the Jane's Agenda embroidered into it. It is an elastic band with Velcro, which is amazing because whether you're using a mini or you're using a classic, it'll fit anything. It is a band to hold your planner closed, so you can adjust it to whatever size you need. So I love this idea. There are times when I overstuff. Since I'm using a wrap cover for my mini, I may not use it, but my classic, yeah, this would be great. So I was really appreciative of those free gifts. And so what I'm going to do is kind of just dive in because, as I said, I have a lot to go through. So, of course, to start, let's open this up. This is a little crinkly fun. How is it? The AMSR, videos they do. So this is kind of that crinkle, crinkle. Okay. So I picked up the navy mini wrap cover. How cute is this? Okay, and I'm going to share with you a funny little story about it. So here's the inside. Again, you know the wrap covers. I've shown them before, but there's a magnetic closure, and it comes perfectly stuffed. I would suggest keeping these 2 pieces, and then you can use that however you store it so that they don't get the spine here if there's nothing in it, so the spine doesn't get pinched down. So I would suggest keeping it. This is a cardstock. It comes with the 2 pen loops and then your 2 slip pockets here. Your mini cover, back cover would go into this slot, and then you have this slot for anything you want it for. And I'm not a blue fan. I can deal with some shades of navy, but as a rule, it's not my thing. I like, reds and greens and, all the berry colors. So, fuchsias and rubies and sapphires and emeralds. Think of the gemstones. Those are the colors I like. But this is a gorgeous navy, so it is perfect for what I like. I'm actually going to restuff this. Okay. Here's my funny little story about this. I purchased, and I didn't show the other pieces. This was just like a regular order I'd put through. But I made a purchase and I ordered all this blue stuff. So I have a blue filigree hardcover, some blue enhanced, type dashboards and things like that. I'll show them eventually. But here's the funny story. I bought them, but I don't remember why I bought them. So as I just said, I don't really like blue, but I'm like, you know what? Since I don't like blue, but these are a good price, what I'll do is I'll buy them. I'll create something. It was a planner or notebook. I don't even remember. Then I got them and totally forgot. I opened them. I'm like, why would I order blue? And so that's my little funny story. I will remember why I ordered them. But until then, now you know the funny story about my blue. So let me, I'm going to move this out of the way, but I'll keep this in frame. Okay. I'm going to pull out stuff little by little, only because there's so much. So let's talk pens. I also picked up 2 of the white friction erasable pen clickers in 05. So another funny story. I had not used clicker pens until it was probably like a year ago. It was before this pen. And for the life of me, I couldn't figure out how to get it open. Like I didn't know how to make the ink come down. In the clicker pens, in case you're confused like I was, you press this up and down. That's what opens or brings out the pen tip. It took me forever. I finally one day gave up on it. So just another little funny story. So these 2 are the friction erasable pens. It's a clicker pen in 05. I have been using one that I had and I loved it, so I just grabbed 2 more. There was also, since I was on the kick of getting all the blue things, the mild liner in a soft blue color. Now this is not a blue that I have. Let me show you. Okay, so this is in, I don't know, maybe it's the same. This is my blue, but you can see, so the top is my blue and the bottom is the blue I got from them. It's from Jane's Agenda. So it is slightly different. So I like that fact because I do like to use my mild liners, and I also just became obsessed with the friction highlighters. And of course I bought all the pens in those. So I have all my friction ready to go. All right, let's move on. Keeping with the blue kick, this is kind of teal. This is gray. I grabbed some translucent circle, rectangle sticky notes. So I love these little dots and even these flags because you can cut these down this way. You can use these as tabs. If you remember at the bottom of my mini, I had used it as a tab. So you can use them for tabs, you can use them for notes. You can transform them and use them in different ways. Use them as a header if you cut this down. So I really liked the translucent nature of them. And again, I wasn't big on the blue, but I'm like, I'm going to put it with my blue thing. What that blue thing was supposed to be now, more to come on that because I don't know. So I got those. And all of these things that I'm going to show you will take part in my planning somehow, some way in 2025. It may not be all at once, it's not possible, but these will all be introduced into my planning systems as I go into 2025 in some way, shape, or form. All right, so the next one is I grabbed up, these are white Post-it notes. So they are the, I think, oops, wrong side, 3x3. So they're the 3x3 white sticky notes. They work the same as the 3M notes, but I like the fact that they're white. So I thought that was different. I picked up those. Okay, of course, a sale wouldn't be a sale if you didn't grab something disc related. I did pick up 2 sets of discs. I have one in the gold. They are 2-inch discs, and then one in the midnight blue. Now the midnight blue, let's see if I can compare. Okay, let me grab, a lot of people have, commented, the blue kind of looks like the black. So let me see if I can't reach a black one to see if I can compare them. As you know, I have my little green container. Okay, let me get the lid back on there. Okay, so this is a black one and this is a blue one. So right up front, you can see there is a difference. Let me see if, let's put them on here. Blue or navy. It's actually called midnight blue. And then the black. Let's see if I can't show. You can see the difference, right? So if you see the light coming off of that navy, you can see it is different. This has a different tone than that one. So while it does almost look like it's blue or black, it is not. It is definitely navy. I'm going to just put that one back, and let's get this one back in its packet for now. So I did grab a navy because, again, all things blue. What for? I have no idea. More to come on that. Let's see if I can get this in there. And then, of course, I didn't have gold. I have a rose copper or copper rose, and I have a bronze. I forget the name of it now, but I didn't have gold. I do have Happy Planner discs, which I could use, but they're not 2-inch, and I do like to have the 2-inch on my mini. So I grabbed up 2 of those. Let's just kind of tuck those up there. All right, let me go through this quickly. So I also picked up a page finder. It has a, let's see if I can get the gold to show. You can kind of see a little shimmer of the gold there. Just purely because I do like to have page finders that they do stick out above the mini, and it helps me to easily find things. So having the pattern on it helps as well. So I picked up a page finder, and as you can see, I did already open this because I needed to get my January in my mini so that I could start recording things. This is a monthly lined calendar. Let me show you quickly the lined portion. Okay, so here is the, oops, let's get this over there. There we go. So here is the lined monthly calendar. So I picked this up for 2025. That means, and I have a few plans working on in my head. Right now, my mini is going to be the Jane's Agenda monthlies. I do have a Happy Planner monthly or mini that I think I'll be utilizing, but I think for now I'll be using, my mini will be all Jane's Agenda. So more to come on that. I have, as I said, a couple ideas bouncing around my head. All right, let's get to, okay. This is the part where I may have gone a little overboard. Considering I love my Mini, I don't really think that, but everyone's different. I bought a boatload of mini dashboards. So here they are. Okay. As part of, I believe it was the Cyber Week, there were 3 dashboards that was being offered during that time. I have not looked to see if they're still available, but there was this gorgeous blue floral. It's actually pink florals, but you know, the background has a blue tone to it. So there's this gorgeousness. And then I also picked up this one. I love this one. So you'll know why in a minute. And then I got this one, which is a ballerina. And the layering, some of the layering options they showed were amazing. So it's going to be hard deciding what I'm going to do in 2025 in terms of what I'm going to pull in. But yeah, she was adorable. So I'm going to kind of stack these over here under this one on purpose. All right, so then I picked up a fern leaf. Now, most of these are all still in the shop, so you should be able to get them. These 3 I'm not sure about. But there's this one here with this gorgeous green fern. You know how I am with my nori cover. So I love this green. I love all things green. Probably because it's, you know, green is kind of like that spring thing. It's new life. It's everything nature, and I do love nature. So loving this. This I specifically picked up for a reason. I will be pulling this absolutely into my 2025 setup. And this is going to become the dashboard for my projects tab. And the reason I wanted to pull this in is because it had all this color. It looked sort of like a watercolor sort of look to it, painting. And I just, to me, it just kind of spoke to the creative person in me. So this is going to definitely be pulled in for 2025. Then I picked up 2 scenic scenes. Again, one is a sunset over here on the right. The other is a lush green wilderness lake. I'm assuming it's a lake. Scenic picture. Again, very green, very pretty. Yeah, I definitely can see pulling all of these in. But as you know, I am a deluxe subscriber, so I will get all the new things that come in. But if I add in tabs, I'm going to need a few to fill in those blank spots. So now I'm all set. I also picked this up. There is a, I think there's 2. There might be 2 in here. This is just quick because, is again, I got a lot. There's still more off to the side over here. This was a set of the vintage botanicals, I think is what it was called. It has this gorgeous French writing behind it with the pretty florals that look, again, like they're textured paint. Very pretty. As you can see, I have a thing for florals. I do love the florals. Okay, something different. I don't know why, but this kind of spoke to me. Maybe it's because it is kind of a tone on tone almost. So you've got kind of that beigey background, white peacock. It still has the green in it. So I love that fact about it. And then there's just some subtle colors down here. So I really liked this. And this may find its way into 2025. Let's see. Let me pull out this. Let's keep this over here because, as I said, those are probably going to find their way in. This one is possibly going to find its way in. Let me just double check quickly. I don't think it tells me. Oh, this one, there's multiples. So let me pull out that. I don't think so. And then I think there's multiples of these. I am going to quickly open these. I said I wasn't. Now I'm going to, because that's how I roll. Let me cut this. Okay. Okay. So here were, yes, there were 3 dashboards. And look at that. I mean, don't you think that's perfect, this here, this pink peony? They're very slippery because they're brand new. Don't you think this is gorgeous for Valentine's Day? So pretty. And then it has, of course, the striped one. I'm not going to fuss with putting it back in the bag. So I will just kind of set it in here. Let's see if I can do that. Okay, this one, I know there was multiples too as well. All right. Why don't we do it this way? And there's 2 in this one, so this is a double set. So this is the one I showed you, and then this is the second one. Very pretty. Again, I'll just kind of tuck it off over here. And now, this is also, I think, a multiple. So let me open this. We're just going to do a quick open. The ones that I'm pretty sure there's only one, I won't do an open for that. I'll just kind of show you the packet. Let's see if I can't get this open. Okay. So this also has multiple. Okay. This one was called, I think, Minimalist Life, possibly, but very pretty, very, just tone on black and white. But these white florals, they got me. And even this is just as gorgeous. So, yeah, those are so pretty. And let's see if I can't. I am going to tuck these in above another one. There we go. Hopefully that'll make it easier. This one is also, I believe, multiple. So let me grab this one out. All right. This is, again, some more florals in case you don't see a theme here. So here's some white peony. Is it peony or peony? Another, word to try and come up with, what is the correct, I'm sure there's a correct way to say it. Everyone has, potato, that type of thing. Let's see. I am excited for all of these. Again, I was kind of thinking these as well. I mean, look at these florals. Look at how pretty these are. There's like a white one far left. In the middle, it's kind of white with a pink undertone. And then there's the white with sort of a lavender undertone. So you have so many options with these. Loving them all. Okay, so let me move on. I have some, let's see. Okay, since vellums are tough, because they will start to, and they're very delicate. They're not tough, they're delicate. So I don't want to bend them or rip them or anything of that. So I'm going to keep them in here. They are singular. This also was a dashboard they were introducing for Cyber Week. It's beautiful and savage. And a lot of the Jane's Agenda fans loved this over the ballerina. So, everyone has a preference, and there's so many options now. I do like the fact that I can change up my mini because I have all these options available to me. This was called, I think, Wildflowers, It was, again, it's a vellum with a white ink on it. Also introduced during Cyber Week. Again, this one with those dashboards, I would have to see if they're still available. Also introduced during Cyber Week was this vellum. It says, don't be afraid to take up space. Let me see quickly. Here we go. And this is how it looks. So let me just show you quickly. You know, that kind of setup. Oop, it's going away. So very pretty. I do like to keep them in their packet though. So let me finagle this so that I don't bend it or ruin it. Let's see if I could do this quickly. Okay, I feel better. It's safe and sound. All right, so I've got that one. And then I also picked up the French writing. Now, some of these have been there for a while, but because I'm new to Jane's Agenda, I'm kind of buying up all the past stuff because I know that some way, somehow, I will make use of everything. Maybe not in the current month, but it will get used somewhere, somehow. And I like the variety. I like that I can just go to, you know, a spot, pick out whatever I want, and put together the mini or the planner that's going to call me back every day, and I'll be enjoying opening it up. So this one here is a French writing. On the heels of that, I also picked up the French writing cover. So while I wouldn't put this under the cover, you know, it kind of, I was thinking, let me see now if I can find it quickly. Here we go. So I don't know, something about that spoke to me about, you know, the French writing and the black and white. So yeah, again, I may not use it right now, but I will use it. You know, Valentine's coming, so, you know, a lot of fun French things. There were some things that, you know, I missed out on because, again, if you love the Jane's Agenda and you knew about the cyber sale and you were following it, like you were on the horn about that. Like you wanted to make sure that you got your stuff in. I did, as I was checking out, I did miss a few things, but, you know, I do have a lot to work with, so I'm good with that. Moving on, I ordered another set of the tabs. So these are 6 tabs, and I think there's just 6, right? I believe so. 6, yes. So I have 6 side tabs. They're frosted. I have them in my mini, and I picked up an extra set. Did I have a purpose or reason? I don't remember. I had so much flying out of here. You know, click in and grab it, and you know how it goes. Okay, to try and keep this short, let me move on to my second order. So I placed my order, got my free gifts, and then I'm like, I thought about it some more, and I'm like, you know, I wanted to get this, this, and this. So I went back and grabbed some more. So this is what I picked up in that sale. Again, I did get another free gift set. So I now have 2 sets. I'm thinking I'm going to do a giveaway. So, you know, stay tuned for that. So there's 2 sets of those. And, okay, let's move on. Another cover. I do think I may have purchased every color but 2, maybe. This is the black cover for the mini. It is the old style. It is a snap, so it's not the magnetic closure, but it does have 2 ways in which you can snap it. It is supposed to fit, my understanding is, up to a 2-inch disc. Same thing, 2 pen loops. The pocket structure is a little bit different, and what got me on this was, let's see if I could grab one without knocking everything over. Okay. I think I have to break this in, but my thinking was with this, the reason I sort of liked this pocket was because I liked the idea of being able to tuck my card into it. So, and I did have something, you know, rolling around my head about the black cover with that minimalist setup I was saying, like these here. So these dashboards, and yeah, and maybe it was this. Maybe it was this as well. I think. I know somewhere, sadly not in my planner because my planner wasn't around me when I was doing all this. I did have an idea of what I was going to, I want to say it was 2 or 3 other setups I was going to do. So somewhere is the notes I made about what I was going to set up. So I have, I've got to find that because I need to remember what I was going to do with it all. So one of them was I was going to be setting this up. So I have to find the note about what was going to go in it. I believe it was these things. But more to come on that. So let me kind of set this over here for a minute. Hopefully that don't fall over. And I also picked up in the mini size 3 inserts. So I picked up the reading planner insert. As you know, I'm using a trifocus note, or I think it was the trifocus notes for a reading journal. Oh no, it's called something else, and it's escaping me now what it's called. I did create, as you know, another insert for my reading, but these have some really cute options. And so I thought, when I fill it up, then I've got these I can go to. I feel like I'm knocking these over. So, it has these, your first page, let me give you a close-up, books to read. And then it turns the page to more books to read, and then you get a quotes and notes page. It was sort of this page that kind of got me, because I'm like, there are parts of a book that I love to make, grab the quote out of, in the past, old school, you highlight it. So I just thought maybe this would make a great addition to accomplish that without needing a highlighter. So for no reason other than I grabbed it on sale, I picked up the reading insert. Oh, this was the one I was talking, it just occurred to me. This is the one I believe I was thinking of for that planner, but which is the black cover. But I'm not sure now, I'm kind of now vibing with that. So that was why I kept this out. I believe when I initially got it, I grabbed it for this setup. So I've got a few setups, but they're not planner setups. So not to give too much away, make sure you subscribe. I don't need to open this. This is graph paper. And this is line notes. So, pretty standard. You got graph paper, you have some line notes. Again, you can never go wrong with these type of inserts because you could always use them. You can make them whatever you want. And the paper quality is great. I love that. I do get minimal shadowing. It's not perfect. There is some shadowing depending on the pen, but it does work. So much, right? So many plans, so many ideas. So this is one setup. The blue is another setup, and I believe there's a third one. Off the top of my head, I don't remember what it was, but it's all coming. So make sure you subscribe. Now, I am in a mini, but in my last video, I did talk about, the FOMO, which when I put the order in for these, this was kind of that FOMO vibe. But again, because I haven't gotten totally rid of my classic yet. So it could come into play for 2025. It will come into play, and what fashion is yet to be determined. But because of that, I didn't want to miss out. So I did go ahead and I ordered those same dashboards. Let's see if I could do this. Whoop, there we go. So I did order the same dashboards, but in classic size, because my classic will come into play in some way. And that is outside of the classic notebook I have set up. So just so you know, again, so when I talked about, I should probably clarify, when I talked about my 2025 planner setup, I talked about not being a one planner girl. Now, when I talk about being a one planner girl, what I'm saying is that I don't work well off of multiple calendars that I have to look at daily. It doesn't work for me. So when I think of planner, I think of calendar. So, I'm not going to have all these calendar planners set up, but there will be planner setups that will involve like the notebooks and things like that. So just so you know. Okay. The next thing I ordered was, I got lucky on the second time I ordered. So the first time I ordered, it was, I believe, a subscribers only pre-sale, I want to say. And then the second time, which was actual Cyber Monday, more of the mystery kits came out. So there were, I think, 4 mystery kits you can pick up. And I did miss out on the mini mystery kits, but I did, on the second round, I did get the journal and inspiration cards in the mystery kit. So I was happy about that, because let me just show you some of these. Like a card, let's just, throw it around. So now they're probably going to be a little messed up, but that's okay. Okay, so I loved this. Hear Me Roar. And again, it's navy, so it goes well with my navy planner. I did get the Black Cat face journal card. So that was the one I was shooting for, and I'm super happy I got it. Thank you, Jane's Agenda. So I had already tucked that into my past planner setup. I got that one, Art of Living, All Along You Were Blooming, Quality Over Quantity. We cannot become what we want by remaining where we are. I Put a Spell on You. So this would be probably a Halloween setup. Then there was this one that has kind of a nice celestial type pattern. Not the ordinary type. It's not what we have in life, but who we have in our life that matters. It is on. Too busy blooming to notice your weeds. Another celestial type image. Goal Getter on the Loose. You've seen this before, so that's kind of a duplicate for me. And then Astronomy compels the soul to look upwards and leads us from this world to another. So there's another kind of celestial vibe. This is Give Yourself Time. And then Positivity is Power. So that encompasses everything I got over 2 orders during the Jane's Agenda Cyber Week sale. So I had my pre-sale and then also Cyber Monday. So I want to say I'm set. I hope, with all the things that I have. And as I said, I do have duplicates, so I'm thinking I'm going to be doing something with that. So be sure to subscribe and stay tuned. And I hope you have enjoyed all the things I've shown you. All of these will make their way into my planning system during 2025 and forward, along with any of the other items I pick up, plus the monthly deluxe subscription kit that I get. So be sure to, subscribe, as I've said multiple times, but that's because I have really kind of moved to a mini, and mini is it for me. And that's going to be like my everything planner. So if you love the mini, you're going to want to see all the things that I do with my mini, how I use it, how I set it up. I'll be giving you some detailed flip throughs. So when that will be, I don't know, but it is on the list to do. So you definitely don't want to miss that, because I know that there are a lot of you who are interested in finding out how I set mine up and how I use it. So that is coming. So I want to thank you so much for joining me today for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button, as well as the bell notification, so that you know when I post my next video. And I have kind of no supplies to list, really. There is, though, a discount code below for Jane's Agenda. If you use that link, you will get a discount off your first order, I believe. It does not work on the subscription kit, but absolutely use it. Every little bit helps, right? You'll get a discount, and I think that's just the bee's knees, right? All right, so I hope you have a wonderful day as you create a beautiful life, one accessory at a time. Thank you for watching.